Hello, hello, my lovelies. We're going to give it just a moment to let people get notified that we're going live. Going to get set up to do some readings for you guys tonight. We're also going to manifest for you guys tonight. So let's see what's going on. All right, so let's see. We're going to do some tarot readings. We're also going to do some manifesting tonight. So I have 2 videos up that we talked about this earlier today about manifesting under tonight's new moon. We're almost out of, let's see, Mercury in retrograde. We had, what was it, Venus ended, I think, last week or the week before. So definitely some things are changing. So changing for the better is what we hope, right? That's what we're trying to work on manifesting. So for those of you that have been with me a while, maybe you got to join for the other live. So this is the money bowl. This is what we're going to put our manifestations into. We started this about the beginning of the month, and I think I did a video. Maybe I did it on here. Maybe I did it on TikTok. I don't remember for sure. But that we are going to start putting our intentions into the money bowl every month, and we're going to start manifesting under all of the new moons. And so tonight is the new moon, and then tomorrow we end Mercury in retrograde. So we're putting our intentions in the bowl, and then after I go off the live, I'm going to take all of the bay leaves that we have marked up, that we have written things on, and I'm going to put them outside in a fireproof container, and I'm going to burn them until they're ash. And that's how we set our intentions. That's how we're putting our manifestations out there in the universe. So you can do this a lot of different ways. This is just one way that I have found works for me. So I thought, well, why not do this for the collective, for all of you guys? So every month, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and remember to put a post up to where you guys can actually tell me what it is that you want to work on manifesting. So I had a poll up last week asking you guys. About a week and a half ago, I had another one saying, what are you working on releasing during the retrograde? So we're releasing the things that don't work in our life. Why? Because they're blockages, they're energetic blocks. So we want to be able to let go of that energy, and we want to be able to attract something new in. So a full moon is always going to be where we release energy, and you can do that a lot of different ways as well. One of my favorites is just to journal things that I want to let go of in my own handwriting, and then fold it up and light it on fire and dispose of it properly outside. So that's one way that you can let go of some things. Shadow work is another great one that you can actually release things and let go of what isn't serving you. But to attract things, we have to make the energy. We also have to align with that frequency in order for it to actually come into our reality. So this is a way for us to kind of get used to maybe attracting the positive things in our life and releasing some of the things that are negative, or things that don't work for us, things that we don't wish to carry further into the future. So tonight what I'm going to do, I already have a couple of these in here. So we're going to add some different ones to the bowl. And let's see. So I try and correspond, like if it's financial, we're going to use green. And these are bay leaves. So you can get these at pretty much any grocery store. They're dried bay leaves. They smell actually pretty good, and they will actually cleanse the space if you were to like light them in your home. Think of them kind of like incense. They'll actually kind of clear the energy in the space, so they can be used for that as well. Sometimes we use them in a pot of spaghetti. You don't want to necessarily eat them, so you would pull the whole leaf back out. It's just to add some flavor. So some things like that. So one of the things that I'm manifesting for not only myself, but for the collective, is more money coming in. So we're going to list it as, let's see, endless streams of income. All right. So this is what I'm doing for you guys tonight. I'm writing whatever you guys want me to on the leaf to manifest, and then I'm going to take them outside and I will burn them accordingly as we go through the night. So I did have someone on TikTok commented, so I'm going to include theirs as well. So let's see. So TikTok follower, money for them. So something simple like that. So really it just matters what your intention is. So like if let's say you wanted to buy a new house, buy a new car, relocate, any of those things, it's the positive intention behind it, and that's what we're trying to manifest. So some of you might be looking for a new home, so I'm going to put new home, and I'm going to put by 2023 end. So whoever needs a new home, we're manifesting a new home for you by the end of this year. Well, let's put a new car on there, right? Sometimes these are hard to write on because they're so tiny. So somebody needs a new car, we're going to manifest a new car, a new home, endless streams of finances. One of my goals, and I need a bigger leaf to write this on, is to grow my YouTube page. So TikTok has grown pretty well, but YouTube is a lot slower, which I knew that was going to be a thing. But I want to grow this. I want to grow this platform so that I can reach more people to help them heal. Like, that's the whole point of my mission work, is that I want to reach a large enough audience that I'm able to help affect change. So that's part of why I do readings, is to help you see what's potentially keeping you stuck in life, and then you have to decide what you want to do to make the necessary changes in order to go forward in a new direction. So let's see, we're gonna grow TikTok, YouTube, reach more people, and we're gonna say we want to hit, the next milestone is to get monetized. And why? Because that's kind of been my goal all along, is to make sure that the channel keeps growing. So that's the next milestone that TikTok has for me. It's the next milestone that YouTube has for me. And then after that, I think it's like 10,000 subscribers or something. So my first goal that we're working towards is to get like the super chats and the super stickers here on YouTube. So that's the next goal. So supers, and I think it's like ad revenue. And so we need to reach, I think it's 4,000 watch hours. And I don't remember how many subscribers we need for that. So we're just going to put all of that on there. All right, so we're trying to grow both of the channels to reach more people and affect some change. Let's see. What else do we need for you guys' stuff is what I'm trying to come up with. I was hoping plenty of you would come, since there was a notification up there. I tried to go later at night hoping you guys would be home, you'd be available. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go on here probably, 15-20 minutes, and if nobody comes, that's totally okay. Know that this is what I'm putting in the bowl to manifest for everybody. All right, somebody needs a new job. Better pay. Better hours, right? All right, so new job, better pay, better hours. That's in the bowl. Let's see, what else should we include here? Healing. S-H-A. So healing of the shadow self. So you guys know I post shadow work on here every week. That's definitely for your benefit. I can't talk and write at the same time, guys. So healing for your benefit. Shadow work might be necessary. All right, so this is what the ball's starting to look like with all of these lovely manifestations that we're going to put out into the universe tonight. So all of these things are little like wishes. So, as we're kids, what did we used to do? We used to wish upon a star, right? So that's kind of how manifesting works in the grand scheme of things is that you need to really align with the energy in order to actually make things come in. So you need to put it out there as if you already have it in your life. So I am abundant and wealthy. I am healthy. I have a brand new home that I'm thankful for. I have a brand new car that I'm thankful for. I have an awesome job that I absolutely love. So those are the types of things that we need to sorry guys, throat chakra's getting blocked. So those are the types of things that we need to put out there and how we need to put it out there so that we can manifest what we want. Typically when I get my throat chakra affected, it's like someone doesn't want this to get out. So the powers that be, they can't really stop us, right? We can do these things on our own. My job is to truly try and show you how to do this so that you're able to do these things on your own. So if you're uncomfortable with that, that's totally okay. Truthfully, there's nothing scary about it unless you drop something that's already lit on fire, then it could be a little scary. So I will be doing this outside. So these are the manifestations that we're going to use for tonight. And I'm going to burn these outdoors here after I close out the live. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for you guys tonight, and we're going to see kind of what the energy is that's coming after we manifest. So we're going to start with how's life treating you? All right, what does my collective need to know? Just had a baby, 2 a.m. feedings, tired but worth it. So somebody might be a new parent. They might be really exhausted. I remember those days. I had 4 little ones that were pretty close in age. So you might be really needing a lot more rest right now. And so that's important. Make sure that if you don't have a support system, that you're taking really good care of yourself. If you do have a support system, really rely on those people to help you through while the baby is super tiny, because you're going to need it, I promise. All right, some of us are dealing with a train wreck, a catastrophe, or some shocking events. Some of you might be shocked how quickly your manifestations actually come in. When I started to make the money bowl, I was actually shocked that within, I think, the first couple of hours, all of a sudden things were changing for the better. So it does work quickly. You just have to believe it to see it. All right, we might need to spend some time gardening or doing some grounding energy, some grounding work. So maybe spend some time in nature. Maybe you do some things where you plant or grow herbs, but it's important to connect with that earthly energy to ground. Investing wisely will pay off. So investing in your future. And what are we doing? We're investing some energy into manifesting some wealth for the collective. So I do think that we have some positive things coming in. All right, let's see what kind of signs or symbols could be significant. These might be things that you see in order to know that your manifestations are coming. So a sign from the spirit realm. See, what do we have going on? What kind of signs or symbols are coming for our manifestations? Be really careful of hazards along your path. I feel like you could be kind of just all over the place, not really thinking clearly. So we want to be careful with that energy, and we want to make sure that we're paying attention for any sort of risk, threat, or danger. As above, so below, we're trying to affect some balance and some change, connecting to heaven and the earthly realms. And air. So typically, you know, fire needs oxygen in order to breathe, right? So we're going to use air, we're going to use fire, we're going to use earth, and eventually a little bit of water to put out the fire. So we're going to use all of the elements to manifest. So communication, breathe, life force, and it could be dealing with earth or air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And the mirror. So I was saying that some of us might need some shadow work for healing. We have healing in the bowl, so that's going to be something that's coming through, that we need to really work on facing our shadows, and that we can't be afraid of the things that maybe we suppress or the things that we don't want to recall, that we have to face that part of ourself to really become our true authentic self. So it's okay, but there's some inner work needed, and we are going to get some sort of growth, change, transformation, or a rebirth. We're going to rise like a phoenix. Be really careful. There might be some people in your energy that actually could be a little bit prone to violence, or they could be a little bit explosive is the word that's coming to mind. So use some extreme caution. That might be the hazard that you need to avoid. and the witches. So if you guys have seen my little The Witches In thing that I like to use when I'm off camera this time of year. So a witch is familiar, or things where they're using their healing powers in order to actually help to manifest some things. So it says healer. Let's see, healer, mystic, powerful magic, herbs, potions, spells, and manifest. So that's what I'm using tonight, is to try and help you guys to manifest some things that you actually need. And we need to focus on our heart chakra, that might be blocked right now. So we need to have trust, we need to love yourself, especially others, and that we need to use compassion and surrender to the divine energy that's coming through. And the evil eye. So I feel like this is really us sending things back that we don't want, maybe letting go of any sort of negative energy that's coming towards us, reflecting back evil intention and protection, return to sender any evil energy. So know that all of our stuff is protected as we do this. I always say a little prayer before I send everything out, that we wish that no harm come to anybody so that we can attain our goals and our dreams. So that's what I put out there before I light any of this stuff, is that we want everybody protected, that we only want good positive energy, and that anything negative needs to go back to where it came from, that we don't want any of that coming anywhere near us. All right, so let's see what else we have going on for you guys as manifestations. I always have so many decks out. Let's see, we're going to use tarot for this one. I did post you guys' weekend messages already, so those are up. And then I posted one more collective reading, I think, today. So you guys have a couple of new things to watch. So next week, I'm actually going to be doing things completely different. So instead of posting love messages, your shadow work, your spiritual guidance, and your weekend messages all separate, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do everything by zodiac next week, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm only going to post a couple of those a day, so probably like 3 or so a day, until all of you guys' messages are up for the week. But they're going to be longer messages, and I'm going to include the love, the shadow work, the spiritual guide. Sorry, I have hiccups. The spiritual guidance, all of that in one message for each zodiac sign. And I think that that might actually work better. You get more stuff included in your message, and hopefully you guys like it that way, because I think that that might work better for the channel. I always feel like I'm trying to put a lot of content for you guys to watch, but I want you guys to actually engage with it. I love to hear comments. I like to see that you guys are actually engaging with the content. And I feel like it's kind of not worth the time and energy sometimes to post so much stuff that nobody's really watching. So my goal is really to help you guys with the reading. So if you're not interested in love, that's fine. Don't watch the love reading. But if you guys are interested in, like, I really want to see my tarot message for my specific sign, well, that's great. I timestamp a lot of them so you guys can skip around, so you don't have to sit through a whole long message that doesn't really pertain to you. But you should also watch your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus placements, so you get your full week or month ahead, knowing that that message is for you specifically. So if you don't know how to find all of that stuff, you need your birth certificate so that you know the time and the place of your birth, and then you can use any of the free ones online. My favorite is, let's see, freenatalchart.com. So really easy. You can look that one up, and then you just need that information, the time, the city, the state, and an email of where you were born, and then it plugs everything in there for you. It shows you the actual chart, and then it will also break it down of all the information, what the placements mean, how they kind of affect you, what it means if you have certain placements, whether it's good for you, whether it's a struggle for you. So it'll break all that down. And then when the messages are up, or you see other readers, you can be, oh, I have this placement. Like, I'm a Pisces sun, I'm an Aquarius moon, I have Scorpio rising, and my Venus is in Taurus. So those are my main 4. I have a lot of placements in my chart, but those are the main 4 that kind of make up the general of who I am. So if you figure out those things, then you can say, oh, well, maybe, you know, maybe your Venus sign is really what resonated this week versus your sun sign, or maybe it's your moon this next time. Whatever it is for you, you have the ability to actually look at all of that stuff. So that's the other thing that we like to do on this channel, is to share knowledge. And so so that's something that I'm very passionate about. I like to be able to have you guys know new things so that you can also learn as you're going on your journey. All right, so we start with some sort of love offer. Somebody wants commitment. I feel like this could be, did we manifest a partnership? We didn't manifest a partnership. Okay, so let's put that in there. Let's write it in red. I feel like we need to align with the heart. Oh, where's my red marker? There we go. All right, so we're going to manifest union with divine counterpart, soulmate, or person. All right, so we're manifesting divine union with either a soulmate, divine counterpart, or person that is meant for us, as well as twin flame. All right, so that's one thing that we left out. So it is in the bowl. All right, so it looks like we have some union that we're trying to attract. What else do we have? Yep, some wishes being fulfilled, definitely dreams being realized. What else do we need to know? All right, so we might need to be cautious of an authority figure, or that there's some things that are coming to light that we've thought about a lot, and that we need to use some logic in order to actually make these things a reality. And we also need to find the balance and harmony within. There could also be a reconciliation for love for some of you guys, if that's something that you're really trying to manifest. And we get some sort of communication about all of these things, and they come in very quickly. So be open to it. We are trying to manifest abundance and some good luck and good fortune, and we pulled the Wheel of Fortune. So it's ironic. I'm shuffling here, and we've put all these intentions in the bowl, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, that's exactly what the cards are telling us is coming in. So we like that. Good confirmation. All right, it's going to take teamwork to make the dream work. So we're working as a team. I'm trying to help you guys, and you guys are helping me just by engaging and watching the content. So it's teamwork that'll make the dream work. So studying, growth, collaboration, teamwork, and success. Some sort of truth, clarity, or breakthrough in creative thinking is going to help us to manifest our happily ever after or union. And so we need to choose wisely. We've got to be very careful of the choices that we make, especially about love, and that we might have a lot of options to choose from, so we really have to listen to our intuition. But it does look like we will be successful. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Coins, and enough to go around, so we're able to share the wealth with others. So I think that that's going to be super important, and it looks like we do have some sort of wish fulfillment coming in. So keep hope alive. The best way I have found to manifest new things coming in, no matter what it is first you have to align with the energy, meaning that you have to resonate with what it would feel like if that thing, that person, that situation, whatever it is in your life. So what if your dream boat came into your life and you're like, oh my gosh, it's finally here? You'd be elated, right? So resonate with that energy. Oh my gosh, I got a brand new car. I'm so excited. What does that feel like? Resonate with that. I just got the keys to my very first home. I'm so excited. All of those things, you have to resonate with what does that feel like. And that is how the universe matches your frequency and brings in your manifestations. I hope this helps you guys. I look forward to hearing your comments later about the things that we manifested coming into your reality. Feel free to like, comment, share, or subscribe any of the videos. Again, we are trying to build the channel just so that we can help more people out in the world. If you guys want to book a paid personal reading with me, check out the community page is the latest version of the price list that I have and the options that are available, and my email is the only way to book that. It's always going to also be listed in the description box of all of the videos and on the about page if you guys are interested in contacting me. Have a great rest of your night, guys. We'll see you back here on Monday.